Hello, guys. Welcome everybody to Purple A's podcast. I am your host, who bleeds purple and gold, Isaac here. So the Vikings will be taking. Vikings will be taking on the LA Rams Week 8 in a short week on Thursday night. It's basically definitely a must-win game to essentially bounce back and not lose their momentum, which is what I am hoping to see out of this game, really. So basically, let's not waste. I actually do have a couple things, the preview and just there's Matthew Stafford trade rumors for the Vikings, but I will get my opinion on that soon. So starting off with basically now let's get on to the Vikings versus Rams preview. So starting with basically I would say the main battle is between teacher versus student, which is Sean McVay versus Kevin O'Connell. Who is going to be the better offense here? And basically, Sean McVay, he's a good mind. He absolutely is a good head coach for this team. Definitely turned it around big time for this team in 2017. So, it's basically, I would say, a battle of who makes more mistakes on offense than the other. Is it going to be the teacher or is it going to be the student? Sean McVay or Kevin O'Connell? So basically, Kevin O'Connell, definitely a big game for him, going up against his former team that he coached as an offensive coordinator when the Rams won the Super Bowl in that year. Definitely going to be a big matchup, big game for Kevin O'Connell, you need to basically improve. You need to do a better job. That's basically my thing. You need to do better coaching on offense. Just getting a feel of what's happening in the game because Sean McVay is good at doing that. And a lot of other coaches, you need to do the same against Sean McVay. So basically, there are a few things that I do have. Basically, they are fully healthy. The Rams, they are fully healthy in the secondary. So the secondary is kind of a bit concerning for me. But Sam Darnold needs to be clutch in clutch spots. Like basically overshooting Justin Jefferson on a 3rd and 4. You need to eliminate that as much as possible. I have no doubt the receivers are going to get open for you. There is going to be no TJ Hawkinson, which sucks. But rather, I would have TJ Hawkinson actually get healthy versus the Indianapolis Colts than a short week against the Rams. So, Sam Darnold needs to be as clutch as possible. And then also, what really for Kevin O'Connell is that what you can do is run the football. Because that's the Rams' weakness. Because they lost 3 key players on their front 7. They lost Troy Reeder, Braden Fisk, and I forgot the defensive tackle's name. But they lost They lost a few key players on defense. So, the Rams' defense is kind of solid. But the Rams' defense has given up 151 yards per game. There is basically Aaron Jones and I believe Aaron Jones, and if Cam Akers is in there too as well, you can get them both going for that game. You can both get them going. So basically, the run blocking's been very elite. So I expect Aaron Jones to definitely go off on this defense. So basically, that's basically my thing. And also, do not turn the ball over. That's been a talking point for who knows how long. And we have yet to see that from the Vikings to stop shooting themselves in the foot on offense. So those mistakes that you made against the Lions, eliminate those against the Rams. And I think you should be fine. You should win this with ease. As for the defense, I have no worries that the defense is definitely going to do their thing because they lost multiple offensive weapons. They lost Puka Nakua. They've lost Cooper Kupp. Their two main wide receivers that they did lose. I mean, yes, it does suck for the Rams. Hopefully they get better. Not asking for injuries, but you need basically a good game. I mean, I expect the secondary to do their thing, to do their job. And all you have to do basically, and the Rams rushing offense, where leading with Kyron Williams, their run game is absolutely solid. 100 yards per game. They've averaged 100 yards on offense. So basically, I mean, I expect Brian Flores to stop that run, and all you need to do is to force Matthew Stafford to throw, because Matthew Stafford is not the same quarterback that he used to be. Like, he just basically throws goofy throws and throws interceptions like he did of old. So I think, though, the Vikings should absolutely stop Matthew Stafford. I think they're going to stop Matthew Stafford and stuff the run and force, and then that's going to force Sean McVay to do nothing but just throw the football. If not. So basically, I feel like, though, that's what is going to be the main key for the Vikings defense. Defensive front. Their offensive line, the Rams' offensive line has suffered, I believe, an injury. I don't know which one it is. It's a guard. So I think the nose tackles are definitely going to have their heyday. At least maybe Harrison Phillips, Jonathan Bullard. But I think Andrew Van Ginkel and Jonathan Greenard should have their ways with the edge. So I feel like it should be no problem for the 7th front. We just have to see what the secondary do. That's basically always been a concern, really. So also win the turnover battle. And the Vikings have done a very good job of doing it on defense. They've done a very good job of getting turnovers for the Vikings defense and for the offense to basically do something. So basically, that's basically your best bet. And also, not sure. And so really, though, I mean, it is a short week traveling to LA, and it's absolutely sucks, basically, to travel all the way to LA on the Thursday night. It really does suck, but I mean, regardless, though, if it is a short week, really, I think, though, the Vikings do get a bounce back week. I mean, a bounce back win. I'm going to say 27-13. I am going to say the Vikings defense, they always shut them down. I think the offense does a good enough job. So, let's see. We'll see how it goes, but I think the Vikings bounce back. As for another topic that people have been talking about, about Matthew Stafford and the trade rumor that he has with the Vikings. Short answer, basically, although it does sound nice, to have an insurance policy in case if Sam Darnold goes down, you got Matthew Stafford to cover up the ground for Sam Darnold when he gets healthy. Because it's a whole lot better than Nick Mullins, but there's a lot more of a priority than just this. Because I feel better if the Vikings go after defensive tackle. Dexter Lawrence, Jeffrey Simmons, Dalvin Tomlinson maybe, Eric Armstead, any of those names. I am much more better off with those instead of just Matthew Stafford. So there are more better options for the Vikings than that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We'll do the recap video on Friday. Skol Vikings.